Welcome back, everyone. We are on episode number 61 of our all achievement run in Oxygen Not Included. In our last episode, we created a nice little ethanol loop that pushed us to get this deep freeze in the deep freezer that we have going here. In this episode, we're going to change this up a little bit based upon some of the recommendations that I was seeing in the comments. Thank you for that. The first thing we're going to do is get rid of this refrigerator. It's not necessary since we're going to keep this really cold. And as you can see, when we click on Surf and Turf, it is in the deep freeze status. The next thing we're going to do is create a bypass to the aqua tuner. So if it gets too cold, if the ethanol gets too cold, then it'll just bypass and then work in our favor in that regard. So we will let them do that in a moment. And then we are going to change where this auto sweeper is, and then also where this stuff is located, so we can move it around just a little bit. And we're also going to get rid of all these Paku. It would seem the best thing to do from now on is going to be, let's do the fry eggs and turn them into omelets, or keep them as raw eggs. Actually, let's see, what is the option here? Surf and Turf requires cooked seafood, but we're going to want quiche with lettuce and mushroom. Okay, so for now, I think this is fine. We aren't gonna do that. We'll leave them as the other ones, so we can make what we want with them. Let's turn this to a higher priority, like a 7. What else are we going to do? I promised to tame the cool steam vent, which is on the to-do list. So I think it would be really helpful if we started to at least get the preliminary area taken care of. That's just going to take a little bit of time. So let's adjust this how we want it first, and then we will see how it goes. So let's pause it for a moment. We want, for shipping, we want the chute to be down here. And then it's just going to drop right into that. Oh man, we need some coffee background. Make sure it's all nice and snug. Alright, let's let them get to that. There's going to be another insulated tile here. So let's change this to an 8. Get that squared away. And then while they're working on that, let's take a look at our other asteroid. What do we have going on here? We have a lot of Paku. We have some germs in this water, but honestly, it's not going to affect us too much. We're making quite a bit of sand, because I don't think we've run into sand on this asteroid yet. If we did, it's like all the way down here. Algae and next to these fossils. Pretty excited to see these fossils and what they have in store for us. We got diamond over here. Snow. Alright. And then we'll need to get some of these nosh sprouts in order to analyze the eggs, analyze the seeds. That's what we're going to want to do with those in a little while. So, just some of the stuff that we have in store. It looks like everything is good over here for a little while. What else can we do? We can do this. Yes. There we go. Gives them something to do. What else are we doing? We are... Oh, they can't reach that anymore. Whoops. And then... it would seem that it has reach right here. Who's this? This is Meep. So Meep, you're gonna go here. We're gonna deconstruct this one. turn this into a 9. There we go. So the suggestion was to put this into a 3 tile deep, but we have carbon dioxide in here now, and it's a pretty good amount, but we're gonna seal this off once the conveyor chute is all set in stone. And then we're also going to put a refrigerator. Refrigerator is under food. We're going to put you here, and then up and over, and get some more material back. And then let's turn this to a 9, right? There we go. Is everything in a deep freeze still? I believe it is. Deep freeze. Everything is staying cold. Let's just check the temperature. Right, everything is at negative 51 degrees Celsius. This stuff is getting warm, but we haven't gone to the point where it's making steam, because the water needs to get to, I believe, 99 degrees. Let's see. Yeah, 99.4 degrees Celsius in order to evaporate. So they're not quite there yet. Okay, that is done. Let's take you. Finish these off. They are at 9. So once this is done, they won't be able to reach, but the auto sweeper should be able to reach. Edible. We want 1 barbecue. And that should be enough. Alright, that looks good. Now this is like, who's in charge of that now? We have a lot of meat just hanging out here. It might be worth us changing this a little bit. Let's get rid of this one. Look at that. It's great. Now that's full every time, just like someone suggested. Thank you so much for that, because I don't think this stuff is accessible. Can they reach that? Move to here. We're just gonna leave that there to see if they can reach. I don't think they can. Which is fine. That's kind of what we wanted. Out of power. Not out of power. Okay, how is this stuff looking here? It's alright. So that's kind of where we are at with those. I think, let's see here. What are we gonna do with you? If I open this up, all this water comes down, and then we have to deal with that. New printables. What do we got? Grapefruit seed is fine. This is pretty chilly. This is all pretty chilly. Everything here is pretty cool. Alright, so what we're gonna need to do is we need to cool this down. And I don't think it's gonna be an easy thing to do right then and there. We're gonna have to like set this up in the right format. So what I'm gonna do first is not let all of those guys drown. We're gonna put this here. And then we're gonna open all this up, let all this water come out, then we can build however we want it. Look at that. Okay, so they cannot reach, which is totally fine. This is all encased in carbon dioxide, right? And look at how cold it is. So cold. That's perfect. One of the comments that you saw was to have like hydrogen, either route cold hydrogen through it as well to keep it even colder, since the liquid isn't cold enough as brine. But since we moved on to ethanol, then the negative degrees goes down to like 110 degrees Celsius. So I think we're doing okay, and I'm not too concerned anymore about that. Oh. Okay, food has decayed. Oh, meal lice. Alright, we need to get rid of all these. No, don't undo that. Don't need those. Okay, that's looking good. How are these few doing? One of us is cooking, which is good. We have deodorizers helping us keep everything nice and clean near the cooking. I probably should put one of these here. That way they eat in the sterile or more sterile environment. Okay. Let's have them mop that all up. And there we go. We found our anti-entropy thermal nullifier. Pretty excited to use this thing. The only thing that we don't have is a source of like hydrogen. So hopefully one of these vents or geysers behind it will be able to provide something that we need to convert stuff into hydrogen. But this is great. We have a lot of potential on this asteroid. Really looking forward to it. What else are we doing? Let's get one of these at a time, because all of these are full. We have 8, 8, 8. How's our igneous rock? We're at 20 tons. Should be plenty for a while. Okay, let's check the temperature of this. We're just going to keep an eye on it. The liquid is changing pretty slowly, actually. I thought it would go a lot faster. There was a recommendation to change this into steel, but this is going to be like I said, an experiment to see how well we can keep this cool. And I think for the most part, this is not going anywhere near the temperature that it could be going to, and that's because of how cold everything is, tied to the temp shift plates moving it over. I think this is okay for now. If like I said before, if we run into issues with it being a gold amalgam instead of steel, we'll just change it to steel. Okay, this is opened enough, I think. So let's actually dig this up here and give it some more room. Ooh, what is this? An experiment designed to analyze the evolutionary dynamics of critter mutation. Once it gets gathered enough data, it could prove extremely useful for genetic manipulation. That sounds terrifying. These handwritten note taped to the back of the poster. I add it to my database. New database entry discovered. Let's see. Happy third work anniversary, Ada. I drew this to fill the space left by the cabinet that your chompy critters tore off the wall last week. Hopefully it's big enough. I still can't believe they can digest solid steel. You really know how to breed them. Oh man. If a critter we found digested steel, I think we would be in big trouble, to be honest. Because steel is already hard enough to come by, so that's kind of what I would be hoping for, is to not have to deal with those. Okay, once this is done, we will open the floodgates and start crafting the cool Steam Vent Tamer. Honestly, I should just open all of this up. And let's change this to a 7. And then here. Oh, look! New blueprints. So exciting when we get these. Every single week I look forward to this. Ooh, bubblegum gloves. Alright, is that all we get for now? It is. Alright, we're moving at super speed. Super duper speed. So this is all staying nice and tidy, nice and clean. Let's move you over here. What are those? Those are sandstone. This is going to give us a lot of room. There we go. Alright. Let's open the floodgates. Open it up. We want to get this started here. And then I want a ladder. Excuse me, a ladder. Going here. Here comes all the water and downpour. Totally fine, nothing to see here. Everything is underwater, but they can breathe, so that's fine. They're in their Atmos suits, so. Actually, why don't we move this here, right? And then we want that over here. We want all of this dug up. Right, we want all of the room that we think is necessary to build what we need. And then everything is going to be made out of either steel or gold, probably steel. Because we're going to need temp shift plates behind it. We're going to need a whole bunch of good things. There we go. But we want to get rid of the how hot it is all the time, right? Like that's kind of the main thing here. And then we want a igneous rock there. There we go. Gives them something to do. So, per the suggestion, this is great. I really, really like this. We're going through the aqua tuner, which is now at 90 degrees. And as soon as it gets all this water moves up, then it's gonna start turning into steam. And then we'll see if we have issues at that point. But so far, so good. Okay, while they're taking care of those, oh my gosh, all this water. I wonder if we have ice around here from the stuff up here, and maybe that's why all of it keeps getting water here, there, and everywhere. It's okay, we can just keep mopping it up. Let's do that. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Are they using regular water for anything? I don't think they are. They have mush bars, but they're not really doing anything with the mush bars. We're getting bog buckets. They're growing really slowly in the planter boxes. Okay, let's just get some of that done, yeah? There we go. Give them something else to do. How's this stuff looking? Where are we at? Okay. We're right there. Let's mop all of this up. We don't need it. There we go. Starting to look nice. Getting rid of all the extras. Phosphorate and whatnot. We are going to do this. Actually, we're going to do that after it's all done. Because we'll tackle a part of it at a time. Where's that? Here it is. Turn that on. Okay. Yeah, we have steel now, but I think we need more. So let's do some of that. Then we need to do some iron. Yeah. That's gonna help us out tremendously. Let's move all this debris, get that back where the dissolve, or where it needs to go. I don't know what I was thinking there. All right. We need to cut this pipe. There we go. So I think what we need to do here is, what am I thinking of? We need to do some priority piping. And that's how that is going to work. We're gonna throw this liquid bridge here, so then that is priority all the time. There we go. Alright, we need this to be like done now. Presto. How about now? There we go. Alright. Perfect. Get rid of those. We don't need them. I think this is going well. We're slowly moving in the correct direction. Let's change this to priority 7. Right. Okay. And then what we are going to need is some automation. We need a thermosensor that's going to be made out of steel. Here. We need a hydrosensor that will also be made out of steel. Right here. What do we need? We need a liquid pump. That's gonna go here. And then on top of that, we want ventilation, gas pump. It's honestly not gonna get too terribly hot in here since we're going to change it all to temp shift plates. So that's why everything is, the gas pump is just to pump out all of the oxygen and polluted oxygen. So that's why those are there. There we go. Make those first. Ooh, new printables again. Gold amalgam. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Mud. Okay, alright, alright. This looks like it's going well. Look at all those flopping fish. There's so many in there. Can this reach? I don't think it can. But that's alright. Are they? No, they're tame and they're happy. Okay, that's good. I was wondering. Alright, now that that's done, we can go boop. And the pipe will prioritize the bathroom first. Perfect. That's what we wanted, right? Alright. Now let's keep moving. This over here. Yeah, we need to do like this. Let's get all this igneous rock. That's going to be helpful. We want to remove how hot all this is getting. By taming this cool steam vent, this is all going to cool down tremendously. So it doesn't get so hot. Now I wonder what the temp shift plates are going to be. It's going to be... Because you can make it out of a few different options here. Let's go temp shift plates. Because you can make it out of... That's a lot of steel, though. I don't know if we'll do that. Yeah, I don't think we'll use steel. I think we'll use gold amalgam. Because it's only going to be 110 degrees temporarily, right? It's not going to be that for very long. Oh man, we need more gold. And we just got a bunch of gold, so... Here's what we're going to need to do first. We need to go materials overlay. What is made out of gold? Gold amalgam. Yeah. See, there's a bunch of stuff that's made out of gold amalgam that we could probably swap into something else. But we have gold here, gold here, gold here, gold here, gold here. Yeah, we can go get those. Do we have capabilities of getting these here? Germs. We cannot get that yet. We need to do this first. And then we need to go down. See, does that have germs in it? It does. Perfect. Alright, so we're going to take care of all of this at the same time. Yeah, we need more gold amalgam, which is fine. I mean, we just need it to fill all the way around. So let's change the priority here to an 8. And put another one of these right there. We're getting close to being done with the slime lung. This is great. We love to see it. Copper, copper. We ran out of copper ore. That's why a lot of stuff ended up being made out of gold amalgam. So let's look at the material overlay. See, that's all iron, mafic rock. All of the beds go away when you look at the materials. The conveyor rail is all made out of gold amalgam. That conductive wire is made out of steel right there. We're gonna change you. Oh yeah. Alright, this conveyor rail, let's change that to the other material. We'll go... Yeah, that'll get us more gold amalgam back. There we go. Alright, let's look at our shipping. And then let's just look at materials. So all of this conveyor right here is gold. Yeah, that's gonna be way better. We're gonna get some gold back. Materials overlay. All of that is gold. Oh my gosh. We have some things to fix, don't we? And then we need to get some more copper, so... There we go. More copper. Alright, and then let's change the priority of all this to a 9. Lots of copper. And then we have a bunch over here. Oh boy. If we open this up... You know what? I'm so glad that this is still here. We could open this up and just let this flow. Actually, let's do that. Let's open it up. Let all the water flow over there. And then... It's leaking. It's leaking through the door. Who's gonna open it? Wait for it. And open! We are gonna need some glass. I think. Here, just let it flow for a little bit. Let it go down into here. It's totally fine. Then how long do we have? Next activity's in 7.5 cycles. We have a lot of water, like regular water. This is great. All I have to say is look at all of that calories. Oh my gosh, it is so great to have a deep freezer. Like, I cannot be any happier with the deep freezer. Okay. Everything hit negative 80 degrees, and that's totally fine. And we still have it going past it and going in a circle. That was why the bypass was made, was to bypass the aqua tuner if the water was getting too cold. So that's kind of why we did that. Negative 50 degrees. This is great. Alright, let's continue. They are building all of this still. Change this to a wart seed. Okay. And then let's get this gold. And then let's also get this gold. Perfect. Okay, and then while we were at it, let's pause for a moment. Let's go to our materials overlay. Let's look at... The solid filter is made out of gold amalgam. Can we change the material to copper? Order rebuild. Perfect. And then the conveyor rail materials, again. Let's look at what we have for conveyor rails. And this pneumatic door is also gold, but we want copper. Okay. All of the mess tables are made out of gold. Oh my goodness. This is what happens when you... Oh, now I have to reorder it because it won't let me order rebuild. I wish I could just copy the same thing. I think we ran out of copper, and that's why this happened. But that's okay. But we want the gold amalgam back, right? Because it's really important we heat things in the correct fashion. We're gonna need more copper. I can already see it now. There we go. Okay, mess table. We can't really do any material, change material, copper. Boom. Material, copper. Done. We're almost there, folks. Bear with me here. Material. It almost would have been easier just to have them demolish it all and rebuild it. But you know what? It'll be fine. It could be worse. It could be, everything could be made out of gold, and then we would have to rebuild everything. Oh, yep. And last but not least, done. Okay, all that's gonna get rebuilt. Okay, material, change you to copper. This one is also made out of gold. What were you thinking, Dom? Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. All this is copper. That conveyor rail is also made out of gold. Again. Conveyor rail right there. That's copper ore. No. Make that out of copper. Alright. And we haven't gotten all of this. All this copper. Okay. Or all of this over here. Apparently, we have no storage for all of that. That's fine. Perfect. And we did come out over here, so let's I think this is all going to be behind a suit, so yeah. Perfect. All right. How's everything else looking? Oh, we have another blueprint. This is great. What did we get this time? Basic bubblegum shoes. We get one more blueprint, I think, for this week. Let's see here. Look at all these shine books. My goodness. Okay. So this is looking good. We've got some gold amalgam back. I think enough to fill up this and more. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need enough for one more, which is right here. Okay, we need to check everything one more time. The door. What we got? Pipsqueak. Copper, copper, copper. Copper. Let's do this again. Back to material overlay. All this is made out of copper, which is good. The conveyor rail right here is made out of gold. So we are going to make it out of copper. Put the materials overlay again. Here we go. Yeah, this is great. Being able to see what is made out of what. That's so helpful. Okay. Copper, copper, gold amalgam. All of this is gold. So let's take a look at this stuff. All this can go bye-bye. Deconstruct you. And those are all getting deconstructed. Yeah, this can get all deconstructed right there. All that is copper. Good. That is what we like to see. When things go the way you want them to, or the way you intend them to do. Alright. Yeah, we don't really care about the meal ice. Let's do buildings only. Here, here, here. Here, here. That way these don't keep growing. We're not really using them for anything. Let's take a look at the other asteroid. Just pause for a moment. Let's see, what are they up to? Okay. So we've got Drecklets, we've got a Sweetle, we have some Bog Buckets that were taken care of for Bog Jelly. Okay. What we want to do is come back here. Who are we sending back? We are sending Hassan back. That way we can have Hassan do the research like we need him to. Oh yeah. This is made out of gold. We can change this to copper. This is gold on purpose, because everything is temperate, but it's just in case it doesn't become temperate. You know what we should do? We should also send some this way. There we go. Perfect. Although, I don't think that's what I meant to do. Everything is still branching off kind of weirdly. Yeah, it's fine. We'll just leave that alone. Alright, did we make all of this stuff? I think we did. Oh man, it's so cold. It's so cold in here that it froze these tiles. Alright, now let's leave that in auto. Let's mop this stuff up. Let's get it out of the way. Let's mop all of this up. Okay. See, this is getting an egg in it, which is good. I wasn't sure that we were going to see that. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Look at that food count. It's freaking great. Alright, now what do we have going on? We have... Okay, all this is getting made. So let's go... Temp shift plate. Did we get enough gold for the last one? We did. Okay. So now, let's build that. And how else? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Let them build this over. 1, 2. We're gonna keep slowly progressing 1, 2, 3, 4. That way it looks nice, right? Let's see, how warm is it over here? Yeah, it's pretty warm. But all the materials are what's warm here. We want to move you here and phosphorate here. We don't want anything left inside this area. How long do we have? 32 cycles. It should be plenty of time to get this done. Let's pump up the amount of speed we have here. There we go. How much steel do we have left? We should have a bunch. Oh yeah, 2,500. That is a good amount. Okay. Let's see here. we're going to have a steam turbine connected to this setup here just to delete the heat, because that's the sole purpose of the steam turbine, right? It's to get rid of the heat that comes in and out. Let's see the temperature over here. Okay, so it's staying cool because there's ice inside of this stuff. Not that we really need it here. Yeah, we should probably move that like up here. Because we can move... Actually, let's just get rid of those. And we'll move all of that up top. Keep going. Okay, and I think we will need... Let's see, what are we going to need? Furniture? Is it under furniture? No. Or utilities, maybe? No. Let's look at the research. What do we got for research? I'm looking for the glass tile. Where is the glass tile at? Okay, here. We need this. Yeah, we need that like now. It's storing a lot of rad bolts, so hopefully we can get that done in a relatively short amount of time. This way we can finish this completely beforehand. Priorities, Hassan. Yeah. Let's lower everything else. There we go. I want this research pronto. Like, that is the main concern. Ice. Okay. We gotta move all this ice. That way it's not hanging about. Let's go here. Perfect. Almost all the way over. Actually, yeah, we'll do that. They have access to the rest of it right now. This is gonna look amazing when it's all done. Can't wait. All right. So the next step is gonna be let's build a ladder up all the way over here. And then turn this to an 8. Because what this is going to do is allow us to build over here, get everything we need on this side, give us like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could probably do that. Give us enough room for the steam turbine. Right, because if we do power, steam turbine, see, we have a little bit of room. It's gonna go like right here-ish. Something like that. Maybe here. I'd like to go up one more, but I don't want to ruin stuff, so... I mean, we could even do it like here. Nah, we'll keep it level. Just get all this down here, so we have enough room. What do we got in the blueprint options here? Gold, or no, copper. Copper. Perfect. Alright. So, how's this research? 12 out of 20. That's good. They're moving super, super fast. Let's actually slow it down for a minute. Check out the other place. How is it going? It looks like it's going okay, right? Okay, let's get another one of those right here. What do we have inside here? Is this all... Oh, this is all ethanol. Okay. All of that is ethanol. And you know, it was not hard to turn this all into... Not turn this, but it wasn't hard to make the deep freezer once we knew we needed ethanol, right? So, to get all of that out of the pipe, we're going to add another one of these. And then over and down. And then the other part we want is a bottle emptier. Let's flip that around. Let's check the... see? All of this is pretty chilly on the outsides. So, let's see here. Okay, let's go back to main asteroid. Alright. So we want to have a... What is it? Let's get rid of these three, because we don't want them in there. Let's see, for ventilation... We're just going to put these in here. And then power... I don't think it's going to work how we want it to. Let's do this instead. We'll just go all the way across and down and over for now. That's just what we want to do. Let's turn that, stop there. That we're not going to pump anything until it's enclosed, right? So this is neat. This is a neat setup. I haven't done this in a while. Actually, let's just make. We're gonna want that to be out of gold on the inside. Gold. There we go. And then after that, down and over. Perfect. Ventilation, we want this insulated pipe. We could just do inside one to out as obsidian, then it's not gonna melt on us, right? How much is on this thing anyway? 12? Wow. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go down. There we go. Oh, this needs to be on an actual tile. Perfect. This is kind of neat that we can just keep adding to our power spine as we need more and more. This is going very well. I am very pleased with the whole situation. Alright, so how else are we going? Did we get the science done? No, we did not get the science yet. Here's what we need. We need 100. And then we want a radiation. We want a lamp. Yeah, we'll put it right here. And then the lamp is gonna go... This is only temporary, mind you. How much power does it require? I think it's a lot. 60 watts? Okay. Take my power. Seriously. Then this is gonna go way up. Okay, let's do a 9 out of this. Perfect. Alright, now if we look at the radiation, look at that. 1,000 rads per cycle. Yeah, that's quite a lot. Alright, let's get rid of some of this. So now we know we are going to have the radiation we need for the rad bolts. Because we want to be able to put the different things over here. We want igneous rock here. We'll just put it all the way across so they can go up and over. Right? I think that's how it works. We'll need one of these doors. Which will be here. Alright, I think we are going to need more gold. Yeah, I think we're going to need more thermal or radiant pipes. It's probably going to be a necessity. Okay. Let's see. What else are we building here? We don't have the glass tiles yet. Almost there. Once these are shipped up there, we will have plenty. Because we have 30 cycles-ish to get this squared away. And then we've got one tile here, and then up 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, we're probably gonna have to go like this, and then turn this all to a 9. Yeah, we need to turn you off temporarily. Thanks. Don't need to waste power. Now this build is, I found this build a long time ago. I want to say like 3 or 4 years ago, when I was watching Francis John and how he handles the cool Steam Vent Tamers. So this is one of his builds that he featured on his channel. I'm going to provide a link into the description below so you can do it yourself and follow his guide if you don't find it easy to follow the way that I'm building it. He is way better explaining his own stuff than I am, but I feel like once we get this going, it'll be easy to provide more of an explanation as to what we're actually doing. And there's probably a better way to do this. There's probably another... There are more than one way to tame these cool steam vents, but I like the one that has 0 to little maintenance required. Once I want to set it and forget it. That's kind of where I want to go with the cool steam vent. Why are you hanging out over here? You should not be... There, go over here, and then we're not going to go back. Thanks, because there's radiation all over here. Okay, we've got rad bolts. So this will be done shortly. Alright. Now, we also need... We need our aqua tuner, which is going to be utilities, aqua tuner. That's going to be right here. Alright, research is done. Now, I think we've gotten majority of them. Yes, we did. Okay. Alright, so that gave us glass tiles, which are one... Oh, make it out of diamond would be nice. I don't have diamond right now. I don't have a lot of it, at least. So, I bet we could probably do the same thing with metal tiles, would be my guess. So we're going to do metal tiles instead. I think this is going to work a little bit better. Okay, so we have an aqua tuner here that's going to be going into a thermo sensor, which is liquid pipe thermo sensor, which we want up here, right? And then we actually don't want that out of copper. We want that out of something a little bit more robust, which I'm gonna do gold, right? And then we are going to have, this is gonna be tied directly to the thermo aqua tuner. Go up, over. One of the few times I'm actually using the material that I need instead of forgetting which ones it is going on. All right. Let's get some more barbecue. There we go. So, something that I wanted to talk about for a while now is the purpose that I don't skip through the videos and I don't skip through the content. I'm just going to slow it down a little bit here for this. And the main reason that I don't skip through the content and I don't like slow it down so much anymore, but I want everybody to see that even if you're an experienced Oxygen Not Included player, we still run into problems where we have to find solutions to. And even if we find the different builds that are available to us, anything like on YouTube or even, you know, YouTube, Reddit, you name your social media, it's not just build it like this and you're golden. Sometimes there's a lot of trial and error before you can actually get into building that specific type of like a tamer or the deep freezer is a great example because we've changed I think 3 or 4 times now to make it work to our needs in this specific run, right? So that's partially why I like providing all of the video without cutting anything from the footage, and this just allows everybody to see step by step kind of what is going through my mind when I'm actually trying to create some of these setups, and then how to help people help themselves, because it's sometimes very overwhelming when things don't go the way you want them to, and then people have the restartitis, right, where you're like, oh no, I can just do better next time, and then they just start without trying to actually solve their problems. I feel like that's how I was at the beginning of my Oxygen Not Included journey, is what I'm going to call it. But regardless of that, that's just my little tangent about why I make these videos the way that I do. I haven't brought it up in the past because I wanted to get a feel for the audience and how people receive it. And for the most part, it's been really positive. And I'm going to continue to provide the gameplay in this same manner as long as everybody is still enjoying it and nothing shifts in our community that we are growing here. But anyways, tangent done. I just wanted to bring that to the table because it's been on my mind as I've been creating these videos, and I don't want things to get too tedious or repetitive for everybody. So that's where we're at. We're gonna speed it up here. We got a blueprint. Let's see what our last blueprint is. We get 3 per week. Hopefully we get something cool. We got a retro flower pot. Alright, I can dig it. We like the decorations, right? Speaking of decorations, I haven't seen any of those in a while, so I'm gonna look at them probably at the beginning of the next episode, see if we have any duplications, which I don't think we do, but we're gonna check that out. Alright, let's just zoom right through, get some of this done. What else are we missing here? We're gonna need to put some water in this. And that's what's gonna turn into steam, help things keep cool, and everything else. All of this is igneous rock. Again, I haven't set up all of this, but we will finish that in the next episode because we need to tame this before cycle 27 cycles. Alright everybody, it's time to slow it down. Thank you if you've continued watching on this journey for the achievement run so far. We are going to continue getting the rest of the achievements, just the base achievements first, and then probably moving right on into the spaced out DLC achievements, since this is a spaced out DLC map. Please let me know if you have any comments, suggestions, or just any questions in general. I've had some good conversations that lead to many different tangents in the comments, and I don't mind those conversations at all. It's actually fun to just sit back and have a little chat with someone. You know, there's so many different opinions and ways to do things that it doesn't bother me in the slightest. Anyways, that's it everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your day.